Okay, welcome everybody. Welcome. You guys know the season's wrapping up here. We're getting done. Diablo 4 is season 5 is just about done. Changes over actually Monday night. I mean, people are saying Tuesday, but really, if you look at the timeline of when it gets released per area of the country, it's Pacific time. I think was I want to say 4 p.m. maybe. I can't remember now off the top of my head. It must have been later than that. I think it was 6 p.m. because Eastern time was 9 p.m. So yeah, you can actually get your hands on season 6 earlier than you think. All right, so here's what I want to do. We're still just trying to help you guys get everything geared up for you. I mean, it's the season's ending, so get all the best gear you can and enjoy the last little bit here. I was doing some tests with some different variations and some Paragon board changes. I don't know if I'm going to like it or not, but here's what we're going to do. I'm going to start off here at Durrell. If you want to join me, oh, why did I do that? If you want to join me, now is the time.
I need time to do that.
Again, I don't need any gear at all for this character or my alts. You're going to see me just willy-nilly break stuff through this entire stream because I don't need a single thing, really. I even have all the gear, mythics, and everything that I need for a fifth character that I've decided I'm just not going to make. 5 seasons of Diablo 4, I'm a little burned out on a few things. So, yeah. This season, I've just created 4 characters, and that was it. I didn't do the Necro. That was the only thing I didn't do. Alright, so, again, this is it. You should be able to request invite and you can come right in and join. Again, you have to first request a friend with Made Biker pound 1605 and then jump in here, grab some mythic gear. I don't need it. I don't need your mats. I don't need anything from you. I'm just here to help you hopefully get geared up for this last 6 days of the season or whatever, however many days it may be. So, yeah, Made Biker pound 1605. Come in, grab some mythics. If not, in all honesty, me personally, I would rather just go run Infernal Hordes. And I don't even need those mats, but I mean, Infernal Hordes is Infernal Hordes. You can get gold or mats, whatever you want, so it kind of makes sense to do it. But anyway, I'm here in Durrell. If you want to join me, you got to do it now. I'm going to go ahead and start this. You guys are going to see how quick this is going to be compared to when it's a group.
I'm not ready yet.
Alright, so see, it's really very quick when you're solo, alright? He scales up, his hit points scale up when you're in a party. When you're solo, it's pretty freaking fast.
I must wait a moment.
Oh, he got me there actually.
I'm
was watching, but that's all right. All right. Now, here's what I was testing, and I made some changes. Let me grab all this, and I'll show you real fast. All right, so I started changing a little bit, some Paragon, and I just Doombringer and this piece here, exchanging them out and doing a few tests, trying to see which one, in my opinion, is doing more damage, even though some of the stats look like it's lying to me a little bit. It's kind of weird. I'll switch over to that other piece here in a second. So no, you do not have to be a member of my clan to do these runs. I don't need anything for my character, for my alts, for nothing. I'm breaking absolutely every single thing. So if you need mythics, I keep telling y'all, Made Biker pound 1605, request a friend, then request to join party, and I bring you in. And okay, so let's do this real quick. Let's swap to that piece. All right. This is the way I used to run. I switched to that Doombringer because I wanted to make this guy a little more tankier, which he is when you use it. But I feel like without you're doing more damage, but the stats show I'm not. So it's very confusing.
I cannot carry anymore.
What's up, Walking Wall? Good to see you. Good to see you. So yeah, it's kind of weird. I haven't figured out which way I prefer, and so I do a lot of keep switching back and forth. Because when I'm running this, I'm way tankier, of course, because of the damage reduction. But if you look at the stats, technically, should be giving me more damage based on quite a few things, but let's see, but that. So yeah, it's confusing. So yeah, it's been interesting to see between using these two. Since I made the switch to this, I honestly, when I made it quite a while back, it was because I wanted to be a little bit tankier, like my barbarian actually, and it worked. But I was worried that I was giving up damage by doing that, and it doesn't look like I have. So I don't know. It looks pretty close. I mean, maybe I have a little bit. It's very close. And it's just because of some Paragon changes I also made, which hopefully were smart, but I don't know yet. All right, so good morning, good morning. Hey, y'all. Good morning, good morning. So yeah, if you guys want to join me, you can. I don't need a single piece of gear. I don't need any mats. I don't need any Neotherin. I don't need anything. I'm here to help you because the season's just about ready to close up, and I'm hoping that we can get you to a point where you can really enjoy these last 6 days or 5 days or whatever it may be. So hit me up, Made Biker pound 1605. I will go in here and I approve your friend. Once you're here, you just come in and you right click me, or however you may do it on a console, and say request to join party, and I say yes. All right, so there's somebody doing it right now. They just did it. Requested friend. Now they do. You can do request to join party, and you'll join my party. The only thing, your only requirement is you're going to have to be a world tier 4. And you don't have to be a level 100 for most of this stuff that I'm doing. If I go do Andario, you will have to be. If I go do like a T7, you will have to be. Yeah. But if we're just going to run like Durrell and some bosses here to get you mythics, I can carry whatever we got to do. So again, all you got to do is there you go. You just have to do a request to join. And I try to get you approved right away. We have one spot open right now. We're going to give everybody a little bit of time to get in here. Okay, so Durrell's been pretty hot. Grigori's been super hot. Zir, I don't know. Seems like he's calmed down a little bit, but we geared up a lot of people yesterday. Well, yeah, John, the problem is that's every season, I think, in Diablo. They're just easy. Good morning. Good morning. Okay, so let's go ahead and just get this thing rolling. Here we go. Get you all some mythics here, I hope. That's what this is going to be all about right now. You save your mats. You go pay it forward. Go run somebody else during these last 6 days. Trust me, you can carry these bosses. If you're in here doing it with me, you can do the same exact thing. Trust me, you can do it. Only thing that happens when you're a party is their hit points get bigger. They don't do more damage. They just have more hit points. It's just going to take you a hair longer, a little bit longer than what it would if you were solo. I mean, we started the stream off by doing him solo just to show the difference. It's quite a big difference. He's going to come up and die right away just about because we hammered him pretty hard right there. Oh, there he is, safe. All right, let's go check out all this bag stuff. I say it every stream, you got to pick up your gear. You got to go to town. You got to do whatever you do with it because I got to do it. So if I have to feel the pain of doing this every freaking time, so do you. So don't leave it all over the floor, or you can step out of the dungeon or out of the boss arena and drop it all over in there if you want. That I don't care about. But yeah, I used to clutter the floor and I got reamed out about it by a couple viewers that absolutely hated it. And I'm like, okay, I see your point. After I understood. I was like, yep, I get it. Yeah, I approved it, Custis. I approved it. Harlequin Crest already dropped. Look at that. So Durrell's already dropped. Bam. That's awesome. Perfect. That's what we want to see. Perfect, 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 guys. A better amulet. Dakota needs a better amulet. What amulet is it? Are you looking for a better fractured winter glass? Is that what it is you're looking for? Here we go. We still have, oh, I'm sorry. I started it and somebody just left to go cash their bag. Oops. We still have one opening left in here, guys. There's still one spot if you want to come in and play. Again, this is so you can get gear. This is so you guys can get what you need. I've already got it for all my characters. I don't need any more. I just mindlessly break it all. Unless it's a mythic with a GA, I break it all. I do, Dean. I do. It's Made Biker Pound 1605. Made Biker Pound 1605. Request a friend. I approve it. Then you say request to join party, and I approve it. It's simple. And then you can drop my friend thing after as soon as you're done. I mean, I'm just helping you get whatever you need.
But still use these.
And now I got everybody approved that's requested. So, yeah, we have one spot open right now. Again, it's just me using my mats, running what I want to run, and you hopefully get what you want to finish off this last 5 days of the season. There's not much left. You know, to do a grind, there you go. Okay, now just do a request to join party, Dean. All right, here we go, guys. I'm gonna go ahead and start it. Hopefully, Dean will get the request in. I can approve it while we're fighting. That's why I do it this way. There we go. It's perfect. You're in, bro. All right. There you go. Right now, our group is full, just so you're aware. I should have said that. I didn't. There we go. All right, here we go. One more. Wait, I think we should wait for Faith to get here. Let's go to town and cash what we got. Let's give Faith a chance to get here because I want to make sure the gear stays on the ground, that they can grab it. So let's go empty our bags. I mean, I know it's really late in the season, guys, and I started doing this a month ago for everybody. And we have really geared up a whole lot of people. Well, I mean, I don't know if anything is worthless, but especially if it's a if it's a mythic, it's a spark. I mean, but it is really late in the season, and I don't know if it's worthwhile doing any type of grind at this point in the season, but that's just me, and maybe that's just because all of my characters are all, you know, geared and running endgame content, and so maybe I'm biased. I mean, there is still a good 5 to 6 days left. I mean, because they tell you it's October 8th, but technically, depending on what part of the country you live in, it's October 7th. If you're on the East Coast, it's going to be October 7th in the PM. And if you're on the West Coast, it's going to be, there we go. We just got Tyro's bite. If you're on the West Coast, it's going to be like at 6 PM, I think. So, yeah, keep that in mind, that the date you were given doesn't mean that's when you can actually get your hands on it. You might get it earlier. Good to see you, Maxim. Good to see you. Well, I think, you know, I think season 6, so maybe it's good that you came in late and didn't get to really spend a lot of time doing season 5, because season 6 is a dramatic change. Dramatic. And it's going to be dramatic, I think, for like people that have got used to certain things. It's not going to be the same, I'm telling you. It's just not going to be the same, but we'll see how people react to it. I had a mixed feelings about it, but I really like some of the new like group finder. The group finder, you know, ease of living things were like kind of nice that they added. I thought the group finder was extremely powerful. I thought it had a lot of filters that you could do a lot with it. The raids, I'm really excited about. So, Headshot, you want me to inspect you for some reason? You know, I don't really normally do that. I'm just going to tell you straight. Okay, that's good. That's good build. What? I like it. I like it. Yeah, I like it. I like it, but after 5 seasons of this, honestly, I'm just gonna be very, very honest. No build impresses me anymore. It's kind of like, man, I've seen them all. I mean, all for 5 seasons. It's just been every variation you can imagine. Need an amulet. What amulet is it that you're looking for? Which amulet? Because I have a lot of amulets in my bags right now. Here, let me pop up what I have. I don't know where you're viewing from, but Dolmen Stone, Azadoras, Banished Lords, Unbroken Chain. You're on TikTok, so you can't see probably that side of my screen. Yeah, Hunter. Oh, that's a ring. What amulet is it you're looking for? Sorry, team. I'm gonna go back right now. Glitch, thank you for the follow. Appreciate it. You did a druid this season. All right, here we go. Sorry, I got sidetracked a little bit on chat, guys. Sorry. All of your stuff with your character will get moved to the Eternal server, and your stash will basically, be moved pretty much as well. You're you're gonna start completely over. But that's true in Path of Exile, that's true in Last Epoch, that's true in all of them. Season to season, and especially to this season 6, it's going to be interesting to see what all. Normally, you're starting 100% as a new character, and I'm sure that season 6 is the exact same strategy. That's how it was in the PTR. So yeah, you'll be. Unstable elixirs, frigid finesse. So you're looking for this. I'm sorry, guys. Let me just pull this up real quick for him, for them. Let's say it that way. I think you're looking then for the fractured. You're looking for this. This has got your. Oh wait, no, maybe you're not. No. Unstable elixirs and frigid finesse in it. I know what you're talking about. I've seen it, and now I can't remember where. Just an ancestral. All right, that's probably why I seen it. Yeah, that I can't help you with. I barely save anything anymore. Those are just the remnants of what I've been giving away for the last 4 to 6 weeks. It's in my bags. All right, here we go. Sorry, everyone. Sorry. Here we go.
I'm not ready.
That's pretty good for a party of 4 burning him down, because if you can get him before the second phase, you're doing good. Okay, you're doing great. So that's a good job, everyone. Hopefully you guys are getting some mythics. I hope. That's what this is supposed to be all about. Rodman, thank you for the follow. Atsulo, thank you for the follow. Father, Okay, sorry, I gotta watch what I'm doing here.
I'm not ready.
Oh, well, oh. Oh, no, you don't need to give me, no, yeah, I'm sorry, I picked those up, I didn't mean to. Okay, there's a ring. Keep your, please, please, please keep your mats, because I want you to pay it forward. I'm helping you get your gear using my mats. I don't need anything, honestly. And so, yeah, I want you to go. I'll use them here, what you just gave me for these. But yeah, please keep what you guys have, because I want you to pay it forward. I really do. I think so many people are, you'll enjoy the game so much more, even if you just take one person with you.
You can still use these. The forge is always hot.
Take one person with you, help them get gear. You'll be surprised. It's fun. It brings a little bit of fun back to the game. For me, anyway, after 5 seasons, I'm like, please, God, give me something else to do. All right. Okay, here we go. We're going to do it again. I'm trying not to get distracted. Oh, crap. Right when they left. Oh, he's gonna go down this time. Burn. There he goes. My bad for starting that one. I should have.
I'm not ready.
Right now, we're in Durrell. Right now, we are in Durrell. So, yeah.
I cannot salvage that.
Don't ruin all that work.
Yeah, I've burned through over 100 sparks now. Just trying to re-roll for better current gear that I'm wearing for all of my alts and everything. Oh yeah, I've burned through a lot. Kind of stopped doing it now because now we're at the end here where it's like, okay, game over. You know, going into season 5, everything, you lose everything, you don't keep nothing. There is a new class coming out. Yeah. Spiritborn is the new class. Yeah. Oh, okay. Somebody was just saying they got to go. Deadshot has to go. All right, Deadshot, take care. You're welcome. So there is room right now, everyone. There is room for one person. You just got to do request to join. Come in. Okay, there we go. Somebody's in. We're good. Okay. Whoa, Aftermath. You're level 100, bro. Awesome. I know you've been working at it. Okay, here we go. We're one short in here right now, but Aftermath will get in here as fast as he can. These DY, thank you for the follow. Appreciate it. Rodman, thank you for the follow. So you guys, you saw the stream at the beginning where it was just solo, it was just me. And really, Durrell just was like 1, 2, 3 down. So when you have a party, and especially when there's only 3 of us in here, but when you have a party, he scales up his hit points, not his damage, only his hit points. He can just take a little bit more beating. You're still going to bring him down. It just might take you like a hair longer. So don't be intimidated by it, because I'm telling you, if you're in here doing this with me, that means you could be doing the same thing for others, for sure. Especially once you get geared up. Tyro's Might just dropped for you. Awesome. Here we go. We're going to run again. Awesome. That's good. That's a good piece. A lot of people use it. A lot of different builds. I can say it's probably one of the more popular ones in all of my other characters, classes that are using it. The ring too. The ring is pretty popular, and crest. So yeah. All right, we're gonna pop up here. Cool. I've never tried the boulder build. No. I have done previous seasons pulverize and wind shear and a few other druid builds. Yeah, I probably am not remembering them all, but there's 5 seasons.
The forge is
Oh,
One class every season, and it was, I mean, I was doing every class every season except for season 3 we did not, and in this season we did only 4. We did not do the necromancer, but I left for a while and went and played Once Human and went and did Path of Exile, new season, King's March, and then first Descendants or whatever that was called, and then came back to this game for the last maybe 5 weeks. There's only 2 of us in here right now. I'll wait. Yeah, me too, Rodman. Same thing. I usually do. I should say I usually do. It depends. Like season 3 I thought was so terrible I couldn't make myself do any more than one character. I did one class and that was it, and I left.
I must wait a minute.
And I came back at the end of the season. Don't get me wrong, it did exactly what I'm doing here. Every season we've always done this. We've always come back at the end of the season for like the last month, sometimes 6 weeks. No matter where I may be playing, I come back here and run people through and help them get geared up. That's what we've always done. Back in the day, this is what you did every day, every time. To farm anything, you came here to Durrell. And with absolutely terrible drop rates back then too. Just terrible. Yeah, I didn't stick around for season 3 really to find out. Honestly, I ran that end game content. I couldn't even tell you right now to this day what it was and what it was about. I just did one class, one character, ran him through, went and played Path of Exile.
I can break that down.
Harlequin crest for all right, perfect. Aftermath got the crest. That's good. Guys are getting some good pieces. These are going to help you no matter what, and these are what you want for yourself, for your alts, at the very least for Spark, so you can get what you want. All right, got 3 of us in here. We're gonna go ahead and start it. Here we go. Oh, you little booger, he made it down. Yeah, I've never did the boulder build. That is one build that I don't think I don't remember doing it if I did. I've had some really, my favorite class has always been the barbarian, always, which is why I kind of like the druid. There you go. Tyrell's Might fell for faith. Awesome. which is why I like this druid build and some other druid builds, because a druid can also be made super duper tanky, which is what I've made mine basically by this right here. He can kind of play in your face. Now, if I'm solo, sometimes I'll switch to this a lot of times. But when I'm with a party, and especially a party that I don't know the players, I don't know their armor, I don't know what they're capable of carrying and not carrying, I like to go with the Doombringer. It just, I don't know, gives me comfort. Oh, it's like my teddy bear for this build. I don't know if any builds are actually using it for this, but I've switched to it and I've liked it. It's been very good. I'll tell you that I was disappointed with the Spiritborn class, but I think that Blizzard did one very smart thing, and that was they gave you 4 choices. So you're going to find something you like. That was very smart. I didn't think we needed another nature class, but you know, and I thought most of it, what they offering, could have been rolled into a druid, but I get it. And they did give you 4 different choices, and I think, to me, they all look very interesting. I think I'll probably start off with either the centipede or the jaguar, but we'll see. We'll see how it pans out. I stream the PTR every season, and this is the first season that we did not, and that's because I absolutely hated the PTR. It was just broken in a lot of ways, which is what the PTR is for, is to test and to find out. But there were a lot of broken elements to the PTR, and proof of that is the video. You can do a search of AFK build, and this guy runs a nightmare dungeon with no skills on his bar at all, and he just smokes it. So, I mean, there were a lot of broken elements to the game, and especially like if you were testing certain things like ruins. Ruins were, in my opinion, really broken. They had such a minimal difference of anything occurring with your character before and after was so minimal. I'm sure they're going to fix that because there was video after video after video made about it. So, I mean, of course they're going to fix all these things. That's what a PTR is for. So hopefully it'll be good.
I cannot carry.
But we'll see. Oh yeah, the bone spirit. I did a bone spirit. I think it was back in season, I want to say 4 maybe, but I might be wrong. Okay, so we're gonna break that. If it doesn't have a GA on the Mythic, I don't care. It's like, I've been re-rolling with Sparks trying to replace Mythics on my other characters, and yeah, it's been a struggle, man. I think I've been lucky enough to roll maybe 3 Mythic GAs. I think it's been 3. Not very good. All right, here we go. Tiger, thank you for the follow. Appreciate it. All right, there we go. Now you can see all it is just more hit points. He just takes longer to drop when you're a party of 4. He's not dishing out any more damage at all, really. Nick, thank you for the follow. Appreciate it. And it would also help you guys if I wasn't watching chat stream so much. I apologize. I apologize to my team ahead of time right now. Oops. I'm going to be excited to actually have one full season. The last 2 seasons have been like half season, part season for newer players. Yeah. You know, it's such a weird way to look at it because I think there's 2 views maximum, and I agree with what you're saying. And I think that there's the view of some people say the seasons are too long. Well, not really. I mean, there's a lot of different things you can do, but I think the average Joe doesn't get to play as much as many people. So I think they need to leave that alone. And the problem is more of content, you know, that you're not given enough content maybe for the amount of season. But I don't, you know, for other players, I don't know. I don't know what the answer is to that, but okay, you got the spear. Hey, oh, that's in trade. They can't trade that. They don't realize they can't trade that. Somebody in trade is trying to trade a Mythic. Everybody now is going to go berserko on them. Mythics are bound to your account, but you can use those Mythics and the Sparks for any account, any one of your alts. That's how I should say it. You can use it for your main. You can use those for any one of your accounts. Now, I advise you to use them because season 6, all of that's going to disappear. And a lot of times you'll see people in season 6, they'll be complaining that they saved all this stuff to do something with, and then season 6 started and they logged in. Okay, he's going to town. Let's go to town. They logged in and found out that everything was gone. He misses the class sets from D3. I thought some of those were kind of cool too. I did play D3. I thought D3 had some pretty cool elements. So one of the things that I think just got announced here recently was, you know, I've been talking a lot about November 15th and Path of Exile 2. Well, that November 15th may not just be, is probably, in fact, it probably will not be open to every person out there. It may need a prior application that you may have to go to now on Steam and maybe do something. I'm just saying, be watching for that to come up, because from what I've just kind of was hearing about, you know, it's going to be more of a, I don't want to use the word beta because I don't think that's the word they were using, but I don't recall. I can just tell you, I think it's not going to be open to the public like I thought it was going to be, and like how a lot of people thought it was going to be. It's going to be more of an alpha, beta, / whatever they decide to call it kind of thing until the new year. And then their plan is to release it in early 2025. But we'll see. I don't know. It keeps changing, it seems like. Two of your games have a DLC coming out on the 8th. What's the other game? So Diablo 4 is one, obviously. Remote play on your lunch break. See, I wasn't watching again. I'm watching chat. I apologize, everyone. I'm kind of screwing my team over here. There we go. Destiny 2. Got you.
I cannot carry anymore.
I used to play, I know there's been quite a few games getting ready to come out as well. Like there's some upcoming releases that, I don't know, it might be interesting. We'll see. one of them we're actually going to be debuting on Friday, by the way, now that we mentioned that.
Use these.
Hey, that was a really good segue right into that. Yeah, Friday we are going to be playing, and the stream will probably be an hour later, like at noon, Friday, because we're going to be getting it right off of Steam, and with our access codes that they gave us to do it with, and it's an alpha game that I can guarantee you nobody knows much about at all. Only except, I started it with only 2 of us here. Whoops, sorry everyone.
I'm not ready yet. I'm not ready.
We'll do a 2 for a scale of 4 here with this guy and burn him down. Oops. Okay, you guys are here. Awesome. Sorry about that. So yeah, it'll be Friday. We'll be playing this new game. They're giving me 10 Steam keys to give away for other people to try it. And this is an alpha release by Notorious Studios. Notorious Studios is made up of primarily ex-World of Warcraft guys, and I think
My bags are
I think there was another member from a different team now. I can't remember the article, but anyway, we're gonna debut that Friday, and we'll see what it's all about. It's called Legacy, Steel and Sorcery. You can actually see information on it now on Steam. They just haven't. They've been just very quiet for a long, long time. They've been real quiet, just sitting on what they got, and they're ready now. So we're gonna debut it. We're gonna play it. We'll play it up until season 6 of this game, unless there's just not, if there's not enough content for it, or if it's just a bad game, then we won't be playing it. But we'll see Friday. Friday is when it'll be in my hands. Now they've been wanting me to do this for a while, and this has kind of gone back and forth, and I'm finally just happy to see it get here, and so people can see it. And a lot of these types of companies, they want you to sign an NDA. There's certain things you're not allowed to show, blah, blah, blah. This is not one of those situations. No NDA was signed whatsoever. So we will, and really, they're not looking for my opinion of the game. They're looking for my viewers' opinion. They know that we're going to tell it how it is. They know I'm streaming across all the platforms there are. I mean, we've dropped out of Kick, we've dropped out of Trovo, we have dropped out of some, but we're at TikTok, we're at Twitch, we're at YouTube, we're at Facebook, we're everywhere right now. And so they're going to be able to get their game seen by a lot of people. And hopefully it's a really super good game. I think it looks pretty fun. I like some of the things that I've read about it that they sent me, you know, the media kit. It looks pretty interesting. And I thought I just saw a Mythic there. And I usually say no to all of these. I'm doing good, William. How are you? No, not Throne of Liberty. No, I'm not talking about Throne of Liberty. Throne of Liberty is pay to win. Throne of Liberty is blatantly pay to win. I'm sorry, but it is. And NC Soft that's their MO. I'm not surprised. Yeah. Throne of Liberty has got some cool things. Don't get me wrong. Throne of Liberty is pretty cool, but it's pay to win. I'm sorry, it just is. It's really blatant how it is, you know. I mean, it's just, yeah, no, it's not. It's the game that I'm talking about is called Legacy. No, nobody really knows about it, to be honest with you. It's Legacy, Steel and Sorcery. It's done by Notorious Studios. and that studio is really World of Warcraft, ex-World of Warcraft developers. It looks really interesting. It's definitely got a World of Warcraft feel to it all the way, I thought, but I do like some of the features that they're doing. Like you can build your own fort. You have your own fort. Just different things, that aspects of it that I thought looked pretty cool, but we'll see. It may totally suck. We're gonna find out. This is a landslide druid with like a main biker touch to it. That isn't always a good touch. I'm just saying. Yeah, I do things for kind of silly reasons sometimes.
My bags are full.
Oh, there we go. Yeah, they've actually got a Steam page right now. Legacy does. Just got the amulet. You did awesome. Hey, that's a spark right there. Whether you amulet, I know a lot of people like to use it early on, early leveling, early content. I mean, early late game content, I should say. But it's a spark too. That's how I look at it. And like I said, I've burned through over 100 sparks now trying to get rerolls. I mean, you burn 4 sparks for a reroll that you only get 1 spark back. So you can go through 100 sparks super fast. I mean, without even a blink of the eye, you're like, damn. Now it's just so late in the game, I don't care anymore, but for you guys, when you get this new level and stuff, for you that don't have it, you're gonna see how big of a difference it makes for you. And it's gonna give you some incentive to get this gear earlier next season. I started probably doing these runs every season I start, and it's usually about 6 weeks left in the season when I do them. And to be honest with you, it's usually because I leave. I leave the season, I complete all my characters, I go play Path of Exile or Last Epoch or Once Human or something else. And then I come back when there's about 6 weeks left, maybe 4 weeks, something like that. And I start doing these runs to help everybody get geared up. A lot of mythics are dropping, so that's awesome. You guys are getting stuff. I really got to do a lot of virtual reality games. Oh, interesting, Maxim. I have the Oculus. I do have the. There we go. Another Harlequin Crest just dropped. Yep, go do whatever you got to do. Don't worry, no worries, Dead Gnome. Whatever you got going on. I do have the Oculus system. However, I actually just, because I never, ever use it. The few times I have used it, I mean, it's one of those things that I just never pull out and do and use. So I actually just reset it and was gonna sell it. I was gonna put it on eBay because I was like, I don't use this anymore. The same is true with my Xbox Series X. I've had it for every Xbox Series every year, and I don't use it much anymore. I really don't. I've kind of steered away from it a little bit. I used to use Xbox for Madden NFL, for the Tom Clancy's The Division 1 and Division 2, and a few games that I used. Splitgate used to play Splitgate on it. Used to, yeah, but
I must wait a moment.
I started just slowly progressing away from those games and not streaming them anymore. And I find myself going to the console less and less and less over the last year, I would say, for sure, but probably more like the last 2 years. I've been streaming now for 4. I mean, 3-year anniversary was at Twitch 2 days ago or something like that. So I entered my affiliate, and I didn't sign the affiliate agreement with Twitch for like my first little over a year, because they weren't going to let me do multi-streaming, and I was like, well, then I'm not going to stream here. I didn't see what they were saying in chat there. I'm sorry, I missed that. Yeah, don't worry if you gotta step away for a real quick second. Don't worry. We got this. I understand, man. You got kids. My kids are all grown up and thank God on their own. Well, I mean, my son still lives with me, but yeah. Lucky, thank you for the subscription, the Prime subscription. That's awesome. I appreciate that. Or can I just step away? I didn't get to hear your complete answer. Contractors, onward. Oh, okay. Interesting. I used to play a lot of Call of Duty back in the day when I was, but the hackers just got to be to the point where it wasn't an enjoyable experience anymore. I used to stream a lot of different games, man. We did Madden NFL for a long time. We World of Warships for a long time. We did the Division 2, mostly the Division 2 and some Ghost Recon, and yeah, we did a lot of different games back a few years ago, streaming.
I must wait a moment.
As the years have gone by and developers have stopped kind of supporting it, I've dropped games mostly due to that reason, but there have been games that I've stopped just because of others reasons that were probably a little brutal. Like, I know there was some toxic player bases at a few games that I went, you know what? I'm not gonna do this. This is just not. And then a commercial. I used to cuss this Spartan. I used to stream part-time for a long time after work, and then I really started doing it once I early retired, and I enjoy it. I enjoy it a lot. But it's kind of like a changing industry all the time, I think. And see, I started playing computers back in 1980. Oh my gosh, when was it? It was like 85, 84, somewhere maybe 86-ish. When Radio Shack came out with the color computer. And back then it had 64K of memory, and it had big 8-inch floppy drives, and oh yeah. I was fresh out of college, and I was my old degree was in that field, so yeah. I was involved in gaming a long time ago, and they were like games written in BASIC, and then they graduated to what was a big deal, Pascal, and then it just kept evolving and evolving. Yeah, long time. Yeah, so that's why you do it, Spartan. Exactly. You're gonna game any. That's what I always said. I'm gonna game anyway, and so I just as well stream it. I said the exact same thing as you. Now, of course, my wife was like super in love with the fact that I decided I was gonna take one entire room of the house and make it into a studio that was filled with. I got a driving chair here over on behind my shoulder. You can't see it, but there's a driving chair fitted with the steering wheel, the shifters, the pedals. It's got the whole 9 yards, man. I ain't lying. It's cool. It's a blast. Thanks. All right, Maxim, have a good one. I will. I'll check out some of the things you brought up there. Started on a Commodore 64 with a 60-minute cassette tape for memory. Yeah, see? There you go. There you go. I remember these. I remember all that stuff. Apple IIe. Swashbuckler on Apple IIe. Yeah. Yeah, a lot of computers back in the day. I'll tell you who used to make a really fun gaming console back in the day. That was Atari. I thought Atari was like on top of their game back then. I can remember some of their games that they were incredible. For that time period, they were incredible. But now everybody can do it. Francis, thank you for the like. Appreciate that. Appreciate it. All right, here we go. No, you don't. There you go. Ah, he made it under anyway, didn't he? Odyssey 2. There you go. I know Odyssey, yeah. Yeah. A lot of history in some of that stuff, too. Later, Max, I made it later. Oh, there you go, Funeral. See, that's perfect. It's funny how far computers have gone in my lifetime from never even existed to, unless it was like an entire building, to,
that looks worn.
you know,
I can fix it.
it's funny, you know, because you tell, like, even my kids that are older, they'll tell you that they remember as kids they didn't have cell phones. There was no such thing until they were, I mean, they didn't even exist. And then when they did exist, and the kids were probably, my daughter was maybe 15, 16, the cell phone was huge. It was just, and it wasn't like a screen like any of, it was just, yeah. Been a lot of changes in the world for sure. Some good, some bad. And my wife could probably tell you even more changes. My wife is from Lithuania, so yeah, she could probably tell you even more.
I'm not ready.
Playing Doom, yeah, 300 baud modems too, bro. I mean, but we used to play games on those things. They were like so slow, but we didn't know any. There was no difference. There was no. Hey, did you ever see it play on 1200 baud? 1200 baud didn't even exist then when we first had 300 baud. You know.
Still use these.
Oh my god,
The forge is
it was
always
terrible.
hot.
I used to run a BBS system, a bulletin board system back in the day too, and it was amazing some of the stuff we did back then. Saw a lot of pirated software get changed. Yeah, BBSing, exactly, bro. That's how old I am, dude. I'm telling you. I used to take credits for a package called Exotics bulletin board system that I helped write with another guy, and it was all in Pascal, and it ran on basically a 9600 baud system, basically, and it was really written for the pirate community out there, for software sharing and things of that nature. And yeah, we had so much fun with it. The funny story I remember, I'll never forget, and I lived in Illinois at the time, and I was married and an adult, and this guy calls me up and wants to come to my house, and who I've known for years over on the BBS systems, and he wants to come to my house, and he wants to just sit there and copy all of my games off of these 4-inch floppy drives. And so he comes to my house and he's doing all that, and I find out he's a freaking sheriff, and he's a sheriff in Missouri. And I'm like, what? And he's like, no worries. I'm like, okay, yeah, okay. But yeah, nothing ever came of it or anything, but yeah, it was pretty, kind of freaked me out at the moment. And it happened because he's at my house, he's copying all this stuff, you know, and Doombringer, okay, Aftermath got Doombringer, awesome. And I asking him, you know, maybe after, you know, a few hours, asking him, what do you do for a living? Which I should have probably have asked before he ever came, but he was honest and told me, I work for the sheriff's department in Missouri. And I'm like, what? He's like, yeah, I'm a sheriff. What? He's like, yeah, I'm a deputy sheriff for, you know, some city in Missouri. I don't know. Freaked me out. Long time ago. Many years ago. Back then, I used to do a lot of PLC work, a lot of programmable logic controller work back in the day, a lot of it, man. I mean, everywhere. It was all over the world. There was a lot of that. Kept me busy, made me a lot of money. Taught a lot of people how to do it. Yeah, there you go. BBS systems with AOL and CompuServe. There's another old timer. Oh, let's go back. Yeah, back then you didn't give a squat if it was 300 baud. You were able to play with other people, and it could kind of like lag and you know. But also keep in mind that the game was written it knew. I mean, you know, that's all there was. So it was written for 300 baud. It wasn't like you were playing with these high-end graphics back in the day. You know, it was still enjoyable no matter what. You didn't care. It was something new, something cool. Okay, so now keep this in mind when I'm saying that. What build do you play beside what build do you play? Landslide? Yeah, this is Landslide. Yes. Keep that in mind. That yeah, I'm this computer kind of nerd kind of guy, kind of a technology kind of guru kind of thing, and hence the reason I was raised by bikers, and hence the reason I have the name called Made Biker. Because my whole life they always said, we're gonna make you into a biker, we're gonna make you into a biker, someday we're gonna make you into a biker. And finally they did. All right, I gotta admit I gave in, and I didn't fight very hard, to be honest, but anyway, so it stuck with me. We are full right now, Mook. I am sorry, we are full. And so eventually it became, see, we made you into a biker, we made you into a biker, and it just kind of stuck with me my whole life. But yeah, I was more of the guy that wanted to sit down and write some code on a computer, or let's go design something over here with this programmable control system. You know, I did a lot of that kind of cool stuff. A lot of programming robots. I mean, early day robotics. I'm talking about not what you see today. You can think of it more like maybe a CNC machine back then was pretty, and still is. CVR, yeah, see? No, nobody knows what that is, though, Lucky. Old people, that's us. STD site for computers. You know, the standard site, you know, it's computers have come such a long way. I mean, now look at cell phones. Now, if you look at that brand new cell phone that is made by that company, I don't know how you say their name, but it's got the expanding screen, and there is no seams on that at all. How they do it, I have no freaking clue. I don't know, but it is one of the most awesome technologies I've seen here recently. That is a cool phone. And you can search it if you just go and do Google expanding cell phone screen. It shows it to you right away. It's made by some company. It starts with an Obi. I've never heard of them before, and it's super freaking cool. And I understand it's released. It's like it's available to buy. I might be wrong. Check it out. I showed it to my wife, and she was like, "That's the coolest thing ever." I'm like, "I know, right?" I use an iPhone. I don't use that, but it's pretty cool. It's Android. Alright, we got a Mythic there. What is it? It's gonna be which helm? Oh, LimeWire, another one. Holy cow. Old school. Yeah. A lot of that stuff is old school, man. Alright, so the Visage again. No GA on it. It gets broke. All of my alts that need that already are wearing it. Yeah, Oppo, that's it. Oppo. Okay, so cool. Locky Googled it. He found it, or he knew it. Oppo, that's the company. OPPO. Never heard of them either, man. Isn't that the coolest freaking thing you ever seen, though? I'm like, that is awesome. I want that on my iPhone, honestly. I want that on my iPhone. I just thought that was... Instead, the Apple wants to give us this... I think one of the things they're talking about, they want to give us that folding screen thing. And I don't want that. I'm like, no, man, give me this. This is cool. It looks like it can expand both directions, vertical and horizontal. Dude, it looks awesome, man. That technology, I think, is what every phone should just have. I can make it custom size as I use it. That's incredible stuff.
I must wait a minute.
It's just like the flying cars, man. I'm seeing them all over. I want one. Keep telling the wife I want one. She's like, you'll kill yourself. I'm like, okay. I still want one. I want a flying car. I have no idea how they plan on policing that. So to get in on it early now before they do start policing it, because obviously they're going to have to. I want it. I suppose if I go above a certain amount of feet is when I get in trouble. Yeah, take my money for the flying car. Exactly. Yeah, I'm just many times I've wished for a flying car. I live, in between. I live really, really close to Disney. I'm in between Tampa and Orlando. We get so many tourists. Oh my, we got a huge resort right like 7 miles, 6 miles away from me. I'm telling you. Now they're building that huge Olympic stadium thing that's just right. I mean, literally 4 or 5 miles away from my house. I'm just like, man. It's still better than living on the south side of Chicago, which I did for a lot of years. Although at the time I was there, I enjoyed it. I didn't know better. Now I do. But even it had things that I miss. And things that I would never miss. Oh boy, here we go. Tyro's mic dropped for Faith. That's awesome. Perfect. It's a good piece too. Tyro's mic's always a good piece to get. I mean, it's always a spark no matter what, but if you need it, it's a great piece to get.
I cannot carry anymore.
Oh, hey, thank you for the diamonds. I appreciate those. That's awesome. Awesome. Thank you. Appreciate that. TikTok. Appreciate it. Always. It helps. Always does.
The forge is always hot.
Here, let me put it in here, Jacoby. So usually, yeah, if you do a friend request, let me put this over here too. If you do a friend request to me, I always approve it, all right? And then what we do is when I call out, hey, we have an opening, then boom, you come in, you do a request to join group, and we're good. All right, let me pick all this up. Sorry, guys. There is a spot open right now, just so you know. Yeah, there is a spot open right now, everyone. It just opened. So yeah, now is when you want to do your request to join. I've got all the friends request approved.
I'm not ready. I must wait. I'm not ready.
There's only a few days left in the season, guys, so grab this mythic gear, use it, enjoy the last days of this season. Yep, I did approve it, Spartan. I saw it. It's approved. Yep, no worries, no worries. Yeah, I'm pretty fast. I stay on top of them pretty good usually. There we go. All right, so now you would do a request to join party if that's what you're wanting to do. You keep your mats. I don't want your mats. I don't want absolutely. Let me just check my mats, make sure I got enough here. I don't want absolutely anything from you. This is just me. There you go. Perfect. Let me just check my mats here, make sure what we got. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. This is just for you guys. I don't want any mats. I don't want anything back from anybody. I don't want none of that stuff. Ivandoe, thank you for the follow. I missed it. I'm sorry. I'm just helping you get gear before this season ends. I've been doing this for the last probably 6 weeks, 5 weeks, something like that. I do this every season. I always leave the season after I do all my characters and end content. I leave, I go do Path of Exile, I go do whatever I want to do, and then I come back for the last 4 to 6 weeks and do this. I just run followers through and get them their gear. That's it. That's all I do. And we do it every season. We've been doing this for a long time. Used to be that this was the only place we ever ran was Durrell. And the drop rates were way worse. All right, you guys ready? Okay, go ahead, go to town, go to town, go to town. FT Trap, thank you for the follow, appreciate it. Got to level 30. Yeah, now if Spartan, now that you're level 30, now you want to start looking at so much to do still for the season's end. Fell off after 68. The rest of the season journey to blew through. I'm sorry I got interrupted, but Spartan, you want to now go and start maybe even 5 more levels. Start doing Inferno Hordes as soon as you can. Even if it's the lowest level, even if it's only a 1, go do it. Badly do it. You have to make them at the Oculus. So this guy with this, you know, this is where you want to do them at. You're gonna come here, Inferno Hordes, and you're gonna make, even if it's the lowest level 1, I'm telling you, then watch your XP bar when you do them. It's just gonna fly. Now, right now, you're probably enjoying the campaign, which is good. And the campaign is gonna change in season 6, but yeah, the journey is very, very quick, I think, too. Yeah, use your sparks before the season ends, bro. Yeah, you're not going to be able to take those sparks with you. I mean, well, you've never been able to before. I would be extremely surprised if they were to say you can keep your sparks, because that never happens. But I would use them all. I just burned through 100 of them, over 100 of them, trying to re-roll my mythics that I wear on all my characters and my alts everywhere. And it sucks. Getting CAs on alts on mythics is you use 4 to get it. When you break it, you get 1. So then you can burn through 100 of them very quickly. And I know some people go 100. I don't even have one. I've never had one. Well, I'm going to tell you that's the same thing, same comment that most of these guys made 6 weeks ago. And maybe not this exact group, but other people that I've ran, and they're getting a lot of them now because they're helping other people run them, and they're getting a lot of sparks themselves now. I'm going, okay. And that's why I say, people ask me all the time, why do you do this? Well, man, it makes the game so much more enjoyable for the amount of people that I help. I know that they're enjoying the game a lot more, and they're helping others, which is part of actually the enjoyment, to be honest. I'm doing good, Fudge. I'm doing good. I mean, I don't know. I think now would I still be here if maybe Path of Exile released out a new season tomorrow? No, I would probably leave and go do Path of Exile. I did leave when King's March came out and went and played it, did end-game content, and then came back to, well, I didn't come back to this. I actually then went and did Once Human and did First Descendants, and then I came back to this. Yeah, you can swap to your barb dead, but just keep in mind that if when you leave and you do that, if somebody jumps in before you, I can't. I mean, I'm just saying. But keep in mind that everything you're getting here, oh, you probably need specific barb gear. I understand what you're saying, but you can try, bro. Yeah, go for it. Just give it a minute here for everybody to get here. All right, there we go. He just wanted to switch to his alt. All right, let's go ahead and get started. He'll get in here as fast as he can. I keep saying he. I don't mean to do that. They will get in here as fast as they can. That's a good segue into that. I just saw that come up on my screen. So yeah, we do have a clan, and I'm going to tell you, the members of this clan are absolutely incredible. They really are. They help a lot of people do exactly what I'm doing right now. So we do have a clan. It's been very helpful for a lot of people. All right. You know, you don't have to be a member of the clan. You do not have to be a member of the clan to get it on these runs. Not at all. No. Nope. That's not what it's about. It's just to help others. And going into, there you go. Going into season 6, I think it's going to be a season where people are going to need some help. I think there's a lot of changes. There's a lot of difficulty changes. There's a lot of changes. There's just a lot of changes that I think some people might struggle in. I'm not saying everyone will, but you know, there's raid content. There's just a lot of things. Our clan is very active. I mean, yeah, and I'm not turning away anybody unless, you know, somebody tells me I'm coming in your clan so I can be a dick. All right, well then guess what? You're not going in. I don't think that's gonna happen, but you know what I'm saying. Yeah, the clan's been super active. Usually we have people on my Twitch, to be honest with you, in my Twitch chat that are either members of the clan or they're like my very good viewers, followers, and they're in there offering people to run bosses or T7s or T8s or a lot. Almost nearly every stream. Today I haven't seen it yet, but I guarantee you that if those people were on, they would be. It's pretty active, and we've helped a lot of people get to where they need to be. Sadly it's late in the season now, but yeah, and I think that's the other thing is right now it's very difficult to find people to play with. I mean, but that's going to change in season 6. Okay, there is a new group finder thing that I think works really, really well, and I really like some of the filters and some of the things you can use it. So we'll see. I hope. I'm sorry, I started this with only 3 of us here. I didn't notice that. My fault.
I'm not ready.
But you guys, you know, there's the amulet. You guys that were with me at the beginning of the stream, you saw I ran this Drell solo like 3 times, 4 times. It was like bam, 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 done, done, done. But when you run with a party like this, his hit points scale up. Not his damage, but his hit points. So it just takes a little bit longer. Same exact fight. It's just instead of 1, 2, 3 dead, it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and maybe sometimes 7, 8. But a lot of that depends on your group. It depends on numerous things. So don't be intimidated by that. If you're able to run these with me like you are, and you've all been hanging in here very, very well, you can do these yourself. You can do torments yourself. And Lord Zir is the easiest place to start. Zir is simple. All right, you ready? Here we go. We've been on for an hour and a half now, and I know we've moved some people through the group already, and I know that they're all leaving with gear, Mythic, and I think people currently in the group have gotten Mythics already. Maybe not Fire. Fire is fairly new. Warwick, I think Warwick is pretty new too in the group right now, so maybe not those 2 yet. We'll see. And I apologize, guys. Sometimes I watch the chat and I shouldn't. Like this tune what the sorcerer did. Okay, so Warwick sorcerer did. This tune hasn't. Now keep in mind that those are shareable. Yeah, we're full right now. Keep in mind that anything you get on this character can be used on all of your alts. It's account bound. So as long as it's part of your account, Tyro's might just dropped. So if you get it here, you can get it. Oh, I'm sorry. You got it from the source. Got it. Yeah, you can use it all across the board. A lot of people forget that part. You also forget the part that if you want
I can fix it.
to see certain items, you may have to change to that class to see it at the alchemist, because you're not going to see certain pieces as a certain class. The grandfather is the best example. You're not going to see the grandfather's sword there if you're the wrong class. You got to go in there. Go in there as a barbarian, and then you'll see it. You're welcome, Poppy. You're welcome. Got the Shaco. Poppy got the Shaco. Awesome. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Get more. There's more here, I'm telling you. They've been dropping like crazy. The gear transfers to the Eternal Realm for 1 season. Yeah, there you go. Modest has just said it. There you go. You're welcome, Marco. You're welcome. All right. You guys ready? Here we go. Here we go. I'm gonna go ahead and drop it. Oh my gosh, I'm hungry. That's not good. I'm hungry, man. I'm glad you guys are getting stuff. Again, I start doing this every season, guys. Look for me every season at the end of the season, usually about 6 weeks out from the end. I start running followers through everything. And it's not that, oh, well, why are you a dick for the first half of the season? Well, the first half of the season, honestly, I usually within weeks, I've got all of my characters done and to where I want, and I'm finished, and I leave. Honestly, I leave. I go play a different game. Now, there's been some seasons that I've only left for very, very short time. And there's been other seasons that I've left for a long time, and I go play other games, mostly Path of Exile. But yeah, I play other games, to be honest. And then I come back after I finish the season at that other game. And then I come back here and help you guys. And it's usually because I'm in transit of games, so I'm like, okay, well, now nobody's got a new season out, and so I come back here and just help people out every season. It's kind of habit because I used to help my daughter, used to help her husband, used to help my son. I just got used to helping people run through stuff, so I enjoy doing it a lot. I see the friend request. I'll get that approved right now. Let me just get this battle done. The boss with the longest death scene is the Beast in the Ice. I have done Last Epoch, yes, Marco. Yep, I sure did. I did it during the Cycle 1 season. Yeah, I really liked Last Epoch, and I loved the monolith. The end game content was a blast. But what I did not like, and I made a big video about it on YouTube, and it's why I haven't gone back to it, was, there we go, we got the amulet, breaking all of it. Was they lacked, like, in order for you to upgrade some of your stuff, you had to run that stupid dungeon for every single piece to upgrade, and I hated it. I absolutely hated that. I couldn't believe they did that. They only had 2 dungeons. I don't know if they have more than that now because I haven't been back. But oh my God, it was so terrible. I hated it. I hated it. And I just was like, man, I will never, ever, ever run this game again, because just to when I get to where, okay, I'm ready to start upgrading everything, I couldn't unless I ran those dungeons. And then you would do it over and over and over. I was just like, you gotta give me more choices. It was terrible. I didn't like it.
There's that.
I love some of the things Last Epoch did, and I'm glad to hear that Path of Exile has decided to incorporate some of those things in their own. Okay, we do have an opening right now too. I don't know what happened, but we lost somebody. I wasn't watching. Oh, Poppy had to drop out. I got you. I got you. You know, but one of the things that Last Epoch, I think, there you go. Party's now full. One of the things I think Last Epoch did that was awesome was in here, they had that little anvil that you could break any piece on the fly. Now I hear Path of Exile 2 is already stealing, or not stealing, but incorporating that idea. And the other thing they had was the built-in loot filter, which was really such a smart idea. And Path of Exile 2 has already said that's going to be incorporated. So now if we can get Blizzard, I also used to play Lost Ark. I haven't played that for quite a while. Lost Ark started getting kind of weird, I thought. So I kind of left and never really looked back at it much. I think I'll boot it up every now and then and remember that why I left fairly quick. There you go. That a freaking awesome, bro. If that's the first time you've ever killed a Torment this season, you should have also got a spark for that kill as well. I always recommend that you go here and you check that stats, go in here and check and make sure that that spark is right there, because some people were not getting them and they had to do a support ticket to Blizzard. Modest, we're full right now. Again, you're already a friend of mine. All you gotta do is when you hear me say an opening occurs, don't even ask, can I join? Because by the time I see your ask and I answer, somebody else has already joined, bro. You just gotta say request to join. As soon as I say, hey, there's a spot open, you gotta do the request to join, because it goes fast. All right. Yeah, there is no time for you to ever ask if can I join. You just have to already make sure you're a friend here. You do not have to be a member of the clan. That is not something that you have to do. It helps because there's people in the clan that'll help you like crazy. I mean, a lot of those people I helped gear up, and they're helping others gear up. And I mean, it's just, there's a lot of activity in that clan. Especially now with everything coming to an end.
I'm not ready yet.
It's probably, you probably don't have World Tier 4 yet. Spartan, you probably don't have that up. What's up, Trumbo? Good to see you. So there you go. That's one of the guys right there. Guys I was talking about earlier was Trumbo. You guys should. He's in Twitch chat, and a lot of days, not every day, but maybe every day. But I know that he's always offering to help people run through stuff, and especially if you have mats, he can help you big time. You guys are always offering me mats, and I'm always telling you to keep them. That's why. Because there's other people out there that'll help you. They're happy to help you, but they sometimes just need some mats. And always, don't wait for me. You guys should be jumping on opportunities. And a lot of times right now, especially with the season coming so close to an end, there's a lot of people even in the game chat alone that are willing to help you a lot.
I can break that down.
12 to 13 hour stream yesterday. Broke it down into 2 parts. Oh wow, that's a long stream, bro. Especially with this content, because you know, if you're like me, you've been playing these seasons for so long that this content is starting to get bang your head on the wall boring. I've done some pretty long streams before, but most of the time they were with games that were like very new, so much new content that I had, you know, you want to stick with it for hours and hours and hours. You don't even notice it's that long when you're playing a fun game. But for me to do like you did, Chumbo, that's hard, bro. That's with Diablo 4. I would suffer, I think, to do that. I would just have to take a lot of breaks and walk away for a little bit, because this content, in my opinion, is getting pretty stale, which is why I'm just happy to see the change coming with season 6. Now, I'm not saying the change is going to be good. I'm not saying it's going to be bad. I'm just saying we need a change, man. I mean, any type of change at this point, in my opinion, is awesome. I'm all for it. Yeah, a lot of times when you're running World of Warcraft raids, you're running for hours. I remember being up late at night doing Lich King runs, and holy smokes. I had a guild in World of Warcraft for years, and my daughter and her husband and my son, and everybody was part of it, and we would run people through all kinds of stuff. Lots of fun. You were helping people last night from the clan. Awesome. All right, here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Season 2 of Dragonflight. Shower time for Chumba. Tyro's Might dropped for Aftermath. There you go. There you go. It's always a good piece to get, Tyro's Might. You notice to know that there's not many. You really, you know, GAs on some of this gear is just tough to get on these mythics. Tough to get. Now you guys, I've told you, I've rolled over, you know, 100 sparks, and I've gotten 3 mythic GAs. And not really, like, I wouldn't say they were good GAs, but I've gotten 3. So Spartan is saying, there you go, got the melted heart. There you go. Hey, it's a good piece if for some builds early end game, and it's a spark either way.
You can still use these.
So Spartan is saying that he's going to be on tonight. He's just going to be grinding, trying to level up. He's a clan member, but so if you see him, help him run through those darn clan members help him run through what you call it, the capstones. He's level 30 something now, I think he said. I think I saw when I approved you into the clan, I thought you were level, you were in the 30s, I thought. So you're like right at the point where you're ready to start doing capstones, and the content's gonna start to change a little bit. Yeah, I think he said he's gonna be on tonight. I don't know. There you go. And Lockie is saying, yeah, that he can help you too. Oh, but I think he's at work. He's at work. That's what it is. He's saying he's gonna be on tonight. I'm sorry. I misled everybody.
My bad.
I'm sorry about that. He's at work right now. He'll be on. He's just saying, hey, he's gonna be on tonight, and he would love some help tonight if available. People will find you, bro. I guarantee you. I'm sorry, I shouldn't call you bro. People will find you. Especially if you're in the clan, it shows up that you're in. Yeah, people are asking like what time. What's probably most important is not only your time, but what time zone are you in too? Thank you for subscription too. Appreciate that, Spartan. What time zone and what time, or do you just guess? I mean, to be conservative, do you guess that you're going to be online tonight, Spartan? Because I'm telling you, people will help you. You're on the East Coast, so it'd be around 6. Okay, there you go. I'm on East Coast too. So 6 p.m. Eastern time. Check between 6, probably between 6 and 7, and you'll find him. And I'm telling you now, if just one person in the clan helps you, you're going to be amazed at what level you're at within an hour of just that. Even just 30, 45 minutes, you're going to be like, holy cow, look where I am today. And I know you're brand new to the game, and I don't want to push you through the content too quick, because, you know, the campaign's going to change in Season 6, and this is your last chance to enjoy the campaign. But in all honesty, currently the campaign is kind of, I don't really like it. But I don't want to tell people to skip it. You know, maybe it's something that you would love. It's not my choice. But if you strictly want to level quick, oh yeah, you could be done with that and very quickly. A couple nights of running and with people and capstoning and doing some infernal hordes, you would be amazed at how, whoops, let me hold off. You'd be amazed at how quickly you would level. My group is full right now. Yes, it is. Again, if you want to ever be part of this group, here's how you got to do it. And like I just told Modest, don't ask if you can join. That will, by the time I answer you, somebody's already jumped in. You want to be a friend, request friend with Made Biker, pound 1605. I then accept your friend. Then, especially because of TikTok, I know they can't see that section of the screen. When a spot opens up, I call it out. And I say, oh, spot's open. And I mean, I call it out right away. And so whoever's the fastest at clicking request to join party, boom, you get in. And I'm telling you, it doesn't last open for long. Once I say it, you can't ask me, you just got to do it. So yeah, okay, so Aftermath, Spartan is saying in the game, I don't know if you can see that, you should be able to, but he's saying that he'll be home maybe around 7 p.m. Central. Oh, but that would be about, what, 9 p.m. for you. I might be late, but just letting you know that he's out there, he's offering that. Central to Eastern, 7 p.m. would be maybe close to 9 p.m. I think for you on the East Coast. No problem, Mora. No problem. You're best off to just put yourself, yeah, that's okay. Just put yourself in the city, and we just run with 3 out of the 4 for that time frame. I'm an ex-smoker, bro. I understand. Trust me. I get it. Okay, so you're a night owl. You're usually on. Perfect. Well, it sounds like there's going to be people on when they see you on in the clan, because he's a clan member too, so he'll find you. And you guys, there'll be others too. If you just say, hey, can somebody help me run Capstone? Boom. You're in the clan. I'm telling you, if you put it in clan chat, if people are able to, that doesn't mean they're always going to be able, but if they're able and online, they're going to jump. They're going to help you. Trust me, they're going to help you. They know what it's all about right now. Season's ending. Time to get through all this. Oh, there you go, Spartan. See that from Lucky? There you go. Perfect, perfect, perfect. We helped one clan leader on here level his clan, him and his alts and his second lieutenant, and they went and spread that love to their whole clan, and they now are doing these exact same things that I'm doing here, and I see my own clan members doing the same stuff. It's so awesome, bro. I love it. Love it, love it, love it. Like I said, that's why I ask you pay it forward. Don't use your mats with me. Use your mats with, you bring somebody in and fight. If you can do this with me, you can do it with someone else. Trust me, and you lead the group. Trust me, you can. These bosses scale up, but their damage doesn't increase for your party. It's just, they take more hits. That's it. No fight actually in Diablo 4 is complicated. For real. They're all pretty much stand and smash. I mean, and Daryl has got some mechanics that you can't, it is what it is. And Beast of the Ice has got some mechanics. But really, past that, it's just stand and smash. And if this was, you guys saw at the beginning of the stream, I ran Darrell here solo 3 times. It was just 1, 2, 3, dead. 1, 2, 3, dead. 1, 2, 3, dead. That's how it is with all of them. You guys got to give yourselves more credit. Try it. You'll find out how easy it really is. Start off with Lord Zir. I think Zir is the easiest, but he might be one of the more expensive ones to run. Because Exquisite Blood is so expensive. Diablo's got a very, very, very good game community. Its community is made up of really good people. Path of Exile too. I've had nothing but good people in Path of Exile. I cannot say that's true about a lot of other games. I really can't. Last Epoch was a good group too. Lost Ark, I think, I haven't been back to Lost Ark for a while, but it was pretty good. I never had problems with, the Division and Division 2, although I had people tell me they had problems, but I never did. And I don't know, I've heard other people say that about WoW too, but I was a leader of a clan, and we were a big clan back then, and I never seen it within the clan, but of course when you're the clan leader and you're running raids, everybody's pretty much on good behavior unless you've really got some troublemakers anyway, and then those you should probably just cut. But I've heard other people say the same thing. Now, I haven't played World of Warcraft for, wow, maybe 15 years. Played it for almost 20 and haven't played for almost 15. So yeah, or maybe a little less, maybe 10 years I haven't played it. Why did I do this? That was stupid. What? What in the heck did I just do? Okay, I wasn't paying attention watching chat screen. Sorry. Yeah, I never experienced it with World of Warcraft. I did experience a lot of it with World of Warships. And wow, to me, when you say that, I go, yeah, World of Warships was probably one of the most toxic games I've ever been part of. And I had a clan there, a fleet, whatever you want to call it, and I haven't gone back to that game. I left it. It was so bad. I mean, wargaming.net, actually, in fairness to them, they reached out to me because I used to stream it a lot and wanted to know what was going on and what happened and why I left and why I wasn't streaming it anymore and blah, 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 blah. I was honest with them. I told them, and listen, when I'm running new players that are members of my clan, and I'm trying to, I'll tell you exactly what I told them. And when I'm trying to level them up and teach them the game, there you go, grandfather for work, awesome. And they have other members on the other team, Doombringer for Aftermath, awesome. Other members on the team who are adults are threatening that they're going to come to their house and kill them over a ranked match. I'm like, oh my God, I'm done. That's it, I'm done. I mean, it wasn't directed to me at all, but I just felt terrible that I had to even try to defend. I mean, it was just like, I'm not playing this game. And wargaming.net hasn't reached out to me just once. They just reached out to me again, just recently. And I told them again the exact same thing, that I know you guys are aware of this because, but you haven't done anything. You haven't done anything. Andros Vistas just dropped. Looks like I just got Tyro's Might laying on the ground there. I am American. Yes, I am. I'm married to a Lithuanian. I am American, though. Yes. Yes, I am. And I'm married to a crazy Lithuanian woman that... she's a lot of fun to be married to, but she's crazy. Yep, Tyro's Might. There we go. A lot of pieces dropping here today. It's been a very, very good day so far. All right, here we go. Oh, snap. He just left right when I did it. All right, Warren. I got you, bro. I got you. And another game that I thought was very, very toxic, but it never bothered me really, was because in my opinion it was just trash talk, but Madden NFL. I used to buy, that was the one game I would buy every year no matter what, and every year I would play it like crazy and stream it like crazy, and used to really enjoy it, although it's kind of a pay-to-win game, to be quite honest with you. But holy cow, grown men that don't like to lose, dude, they freak the hell out, man. I mean, they just, oh, I went right back in it. They just freak out. Yeah, the toxic, exactly, Spartan. It's toxic. Madden is, I mean, wow. And I mean, I always kind of took it, got your work. I always took it as more of a trash talk kind of thing, but it's not always at all. I mean, there are some really, really, not only poor losers, but even really, really poor winners who will just ruthlessly cut people down for no other reason than the fact that Okay, yeah, you were better than me on this one. You're right. It's a game. I always kind of laugh because I'm like, are you getting like $1 million for every win? Is that what it is? Because if you are, okay, I get it. But if it's just a win is a win is a win is a win, Battlefield game is another one. Yeah, I used to play a lot of Battlefield. I used to love Battlefield actually. Now that you brought that up. But yeah, that was another toxic one for sure. I don't know. I never really had toxic environment, although I know a lot of people have said they have. I never had a toxic environment in Call of Duty ever. What chased me away from Call of Duty was the severe hackers, man. It was just every player. It just started to become rampant. When I left, I was glad. I was like, I'm done. I am done. That is one game where I will admit I raged quit and just went, I am not gonna ever freaking load this game again. I am done. And I played it for years. And then the hacking just got to the point where I was finished. I never did any of the Elder Scrolls. I had a lot of people talk to me about mention Elder Scrolls to me. I know they just came out with a new, either a DLC or a new version of it. Oh, snap. Yeah, Battlefield games were, you're absolutely right, very toxic. And they were some of the funner games too back in the day. Battlefield, I made one video that it's what, I have 17,000 followers on Facebook, and it all came from one freaking video that went viral in India like crazy. And it is me playing Battlefield, and it's me taking down a helicopter. And as I'm taking down the helicopter, everyone on board the helicopter is diving out, and I'm just picking them off one by one. I mean, and then I end it with destroying the helicopter completely. So it went berserk. I mean, it just went viral. It went just viral on Facebook like crazy. And boom, next thing you know, I had 17,000 followers, and like 15,000 of my, not 17,000, I mean, I already had a lot, but it was at least 15,000 followers came from India or that area. And I was like, oh shit, started it, sorry. And I was like, why? And then I traced it down to that one video. It's hilarious. It just caught fire like nothing else. Went crazy. I used to do a lot of, as you guys have heard me talk about, I have the whole chair, racing chair, pedals, shifter, steering wheel. I have the whole setup, everything. I used to do a lot of racing games. I used to do Euro Truck Simulator 2, a lot of that. And because I was very familiar with Europe, because I used to spend a lot of my work life overseas. So yeah, I did a lot of racing games for a long time. I used to play in a Madden league as well, Spartan. I did the same thing for a long time. Yeah, I haven't bought it for a couple years now, though. I kind of stopped buying it, and I was kind of, EA has been very disappointing, I think, with Madden lately. It's really been nothing new. They just call it a new name, and oh, they added an extra movement when you do a spin. You know, it's like, okay, I'm done. And Madden is a game that if you seriously want to do like the Ultimate League, like Ultimate Madden, MUT, you're going to spend a fortune. You are going to spend a fortune because that whole thing, and I've done it. I've been there. I've played it. I was seriously invested in Madden for years. You're going to spend a fortune because it's a pay to win. It really is. Oh, the NCAA, I've heard other people say the same thing, that it's better. I never played it, but I've heard it's better. Okay. Looks like everybody's vanished here for a second. Okay, here we go. Here we go. I know Warwick is busy right now. He'll be right back though. Destiny 2 on October 8th. There you go. I used to play Destiny. I used to stream it too, as a matter of fact, back in the day. I know Everspace is supposed to be coming out with a new version, a new thing too, and I did a lot of Everspace streaming. I used to really like it. I liked it because it was so unique. It was just so different of the games that were being put out. The same reason why I bought Skull and Bones. Skull and Bones to me was like a totally different type of game that had finally come out, and I really liked it until I did the season. And then I did the season and I said, okay, this is stupid. This is the dumbest grind I've ever done. I don't want to do this. I don't want to spend hours just doing this. And it kind of forced you to come, which is smart on their part. It forced you to come back after X amount of hours to get the rest of your stuff. We streamed it. It was okay. It was fun for a while. Especially, I liked doing the fights out in the water, open water. I thought that was a lot of fun. But it didn't last long. Your armor must be right on that edge, huh, Issa? Right on the edge. If your armor is that close, what I advise you to do is grab this wall before they pop up in the ground, because that little earthquake thing they do when they come up, it'll hurt you. I've noticed that you guys have been struggling with that a little bit, and I forgot to give my little speech about if your armor is not quite where it should be, every time after Darrell goes in the ground, as soon as he goes in the ground, run to the edge of the wall and hug the edge of the wall. As soon as he pops back up and that earth shake is done, then you can run in and just do damage like crazy to him. Another amulet. Getting a lot of drops here. We're running out of mats here though, so we're gonna have to go somewhere else here soon. But we're still good. We're still good. Yeah, I think though that, you know, Spartan, I will say, I think that's true with a lot of this community, not just this, you know, my community. I think a lot of, did I leave all this crap on the ground? Is that me that left all that on the ground? That was shame on me. I shouldn't be doing that. Yeah, we can't leave stuff on the ground. We can't do that. We gotta always go to town and dump it. If I have to do it, you have to do it. Sucks balls, but that's the way life is. All right, here we go. Oh, I forgot to drop it, you idiot. So we got, what do we got after this? We got a total of probably 5 runs after this. Well, 4 more runs. I gotta go do yard work today. Lucky me. And I have to do it during the week because when I do like streams on the weekend for people that work Monday through Friday so they can get in on these runs, I put off doing yard work to do those streams a lot of times and put off other things. And Sunday is my football day. I'm watching football all freaking. Yeah, I'm probably, I don't know how much longer I'm going to go either. Once I run out of these mats, I'm probably going to, we'll probably be ending the stream today as well. Warwick, just so you know. I've just, I got to get some yard work done today. Like, dodging the Florida rain sometimes is not easy. So I know that if I don't get out there and start it by a certain time, it's going to rain and game over.
There's that.
Howdy, Otake. Good to see you. Good to see you. You know, I've had a lot of people ask me, you know, why are you still streaming this game? Season's done, you know, another week, less than a week. Why are you still streaming it? Well, the honest answer is I left this game already and went and did a telephone company that runs out of the Big Bend in Florida. Oh yeah, Florida got hit hard in Big Bend. I left the game already and went and did the Path of Exiles King's March season. I went and did Once Human. I went and did First Descendant. You know, I'm back just because I'm looking for something to do. This is what happens every season. I come back with a few weeks left and I run people through these, get them all geared up. I have 4 characters total this season. Last season I had 5. This season I only got 4.
My burden is too great.
I'm full again. But, you know, I've had some people even say, well, your viewership is down and this and that. Well, that happens at everywhere you go. I mean, like if all I cared about was viewership, then trust me, yeah, streaming at Diablo with 1 week left of season 5 is not what you would want to do. If what you're trying to do is build a viewership right now on a Twitch channel, on whatever it may be, YouTube, Facebook, then yeah, this is not the game that you probably want to be streaming for sure. Right? Not at this point. Next week, yes. Get on here Tuesday, get on here Monday night, because it's actually going to be released to you Monday night. They're not telling you that, but it's actually Monday. If you're on the West Coast, you're going to see season 6 at 6 p.m. West Coast. You're going to see it about 9 p.m. Florida Eastern time. That's Monday night. Next season, I think I'm going to do the Centipede, the Spiritborn. I think I'm going to do the Centipede. I might do a Jaguar. I don't know yet. I'm thinking, though, the Centipede looks pretty interesting to me.
I must wait a bit.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, viewership goes up and down, and it does with every game, because some people even they'll say, oh, look at the players, look at the player base in this game. Well, yeah. Exactly. The player base goes way up when a new season comes, then it goes way down when that season's ending. Normally, you can tie it almost directly to another game that released a new season. So, for example, if all of a sudden I saw Diablo 4 viewership or gamers going down, the first thing I would do is go look at Path of Exiles or Throne of Liberty or some other ARPG game, and more than likely I'm going to find it rather quickly that game just released a new season recently, and so now its gamers and viewership went way up. It's a cycle. It really is. Usually about 3 weeks in, 4 weeks in, I'm leaving, and all of my characters are done, and I leave and I go play another game. And almost every time I go play that other game, my viewership goes way up, because that other game is it's a new season of whatever the game is. Doesn't really matter the game. It's whatever the game is, if it's got a new season It's got dedicated players that come back and play it all the time. So all of you guys, and this group has changed quite a bit already just in the couple hours we've been doing, are getting mythics, which is great. Oh, Big Rig Gaming, thank you for that, guys. Love it, love it. Good to see you, Big Rig. Yeah, love the diamonds on TikTok too. I don't always keep up with the givers, and I have to always apologize for that. It's hard to watch so many chat screens. I'm not gonna lie, but I appreciate it. I really do. And the subscriptions on Twitch and the subscriptions on YouTube, absolutely love it. Okay, so we still have a few runs left here, guys, that we can do. I got a few runs left in me, and then I gotta, sadly, I gotta go do Florida lawn care. We've got, oh, this is it. This is actually the last run right here, fellas, girls, and guys and girls, and all those that may or may not be in between. This is it. See, I was kind of politically correct right there, actually. I'm kind of proud of myself for that. Whoa, where are you going?
I must wait a
Come on, you big old booger. Okay, so that was our last run, y'all. Grab all your stuff. We're gonna cash all this in. I'm gonna come back and grab this junk. And I am gonna have to get off of here. Still haven't done anything with my gear from Saturday. Oh, Big Rig. You just have to get a little bit more game time under your belt, my brother. So cash all your stuff in, grab all your stuff. I don't want to break up the group until I make sure you've gotten all your stuff out. So I'm going to break all this. I'm going to go back in, grab the last of that stuff that I left. And then I'm going to have to log off, y'all, because I got to go get yard work done before it rains here in Florida. And again, I'll be back tomorrow. Tomorrow's Thursday, back again. You are welcome. You are welcome. And again, catch me anytime you see me, you know, on here at 11 a.m. Eastern. We are going to try to do some weekend runs again like we did last weekend to try to help people out. But take care. Be safe, everybody. And I will see you again tomorrow. Adios, everyone. Have fun. Be safe. Thank you, Fudge. Thank you, guys. Thank you. You're all welcome. You're welcome. Adios.